has finally landed their first official star. Yes, this is not their first signing, but this is the first signing with real star power. You had Nneka Ogwumike. You had Alyssa Thomas. You had Jonquel Jones. You had Jewel Lloyd, Camila Cardoso, Janelle Saloon, Kelsey Mitchell, Lee Mang, and now you have Sophie the Trophy Cunningham.
The WNBA offseason just blew up. Sophie Cunningham just dropped an absolute bombshell that has the entire basketball world buzzing. She's officially joining Project B, that new league offering players over $2 million a year. But let's be real, this isn't just about the money. This is about respect, it's about power, and it's about watching certain players who spent an entire season throwing shade suddenly realize they might have picked the wrong side. The league that everyone said would never even happen is now stacking its roster with names that actually matter. And you can't help but notice some people are being real quiet right now.
And I think the next team I play for, I want a bigger contract, so then I can buy a house and be homey and cozy.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. That could be the Liberty. It could be New York City. It could also be the Lynx, and it could be Minneapolis. Like, you just don't.
So what do you think about Sophie's decision to join Project B? Because this is easily the power move of the entire offseason, and you can practically hear the sound of jaws hitting the floor all over social media. The Phoenix Mercury guard turned Indiana Fever superstar has officially announced she's heading to Project B, and honestly, the timing is just perfect. While some players were busy building their brand on drama and beef all season, Sophie was out here building actual value, and now she's cashing in, and the silence coming from certain corners of the basketball world is absolutely deafening.
Guys, I'm so excited to announce that I'm actually joining Project B's athlete roster. I'm so thrilled for it. It is giving women's basketball a platform that is much deserving, not only here in the United States, but across the world. So come on this journey with us.
Okay, let's break down what Project B actually is, because this is not some fly-by-night operation. This is a legitimate 5-on-5 league, kicking off in the fall of 2026 with 6 teams of 11 players each. The minimum salary is $2 million. Let me say that again, the minimum is more than 6 times what the WNBA Supermax was last year. We're talking about a league backed by NFL legend Steve Young and tennis icon Novak Djokovic. This isn't a joke. This is serious money meeting serious basketball. Sophie even posted her announcement video, looking genuinely thrilled, talking about how Project B is finally giving women's basketball the global platform it deserves. And she's right. While the WNBA has been dragging its feet on fair pay, outside investors are stepping up and putting their money where their mouth is, declaring that these women are worth millions and then proving it with actual contracts. But here's where it gets really interesting. Sophie is now the second Indiana Fever player to sign with Project B. Kelsey Mitchell announced just a day earlier that she was joining too. That's 2 of the most popular players from one of the WNBA's most exciting teams, taking their talents to a league that actually values them financially. That should tell you everything you need to know about the state of women's pro basketball. The haters spent all season trying to downplay what the Fever were building, acting like their success was a fluke, and pretending players like Sophie weren't crucial to that incredible run. They wanted you to think only one player mattered. Well, Project B just proved them wrong in the most expensive way possible, because you don't offer someone a $2 million minimum if they don't move the needle.
And as we know, Project B, their season runs with Unrivaled. The same time of year, Project B starts earlier, finishes a little later. Unrivaled runs in the middle of that. If you are in Project B, there is no way, shape.
And get this, Sophie Cunningham is the 3rd most searched WNBA player, according to Google Analytics. Just let that sink in for a second. 3rd most searched. That means fans want to watch her play, that she has real drawing power, that she is marketable as hell. And yet, all season long, you had people online trying to act like she was irrelevant or just riding coattails. Well, those people are awfully quiet today. The beauty here is watching the narrative shift in real time. For months, certain players and their fan bases acted like they were the only ones who mattered. Like popularity was a zero-sum game. They spent more energy tearing others down than building themselves up. And now they're watching the very players they dismissed sign multi-million-dollar contracts, while they wait to see what happens next. You have to understand, Project B is different from Unrivaled. Unrivaled is 3-on-3 in the off-season, which is cool, but it's a different game, a different product. Project B is offering traditional 5-on-5 basketball, the game these women have mastered their entire lives, the game fans truly want to see. Plus, it plays during the WNBA off-season, so players can do both. They can collect their WNBA salary and then head to Project B for a payday that's actually bigger than their main job. Think about how insane that is. And look at the other names already on board. Jewel Lloyd, one of the best guards in the game. Juju Watkins, the future of the sport. And Camila Cardoso, a dominant force in the paint. These are stars, not role players. They chose Project B. Meanwhile, the WNBA is in the middle of heated labor negotiations and still hasn't offered a max contract over $1 million. How do you think those talks are going to go now that players can point to another league offering a $2 million minimum? The power has officially shifted. The salt in the comments under Sophie's announcement is just incredible. You can see who's genuinely happy for her and who's just bitter their favorite player isn't getting the same bag. The haters don't get it. Women's basketball is bigger than any one person. Sophie brings personality, elite shooting, and a loyal fan base. That's valuable. That's worth investing in. That's worth a $2 million minimum. The elephant in the room is obviously whether Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, or Angel Reese will join. But even without them, Project B is already stacked. What's so satisfying is watching the people who spent all season being negative suddenly confront the fact that their opinions don't matter. They tried to tear down players like Sophie, and now those players are signing million-dollar deals while the haters are just rage posting on social media for free. You have to respect Sophie's decision. She's betting on herself, and she's taking a chance on something that could change women's basketball forever. The old guard tried to keep these women underpaid and undervalued, but now players are taking their power back. The haters can keep hating, but the market has spoken. The future of women's basketball is happening right now, and the people who spent all season being negative are being left behind. That's not just satisfying, that's poetic justice. If you want to see where this sport is headed, this is it. Make sure you like this video and subscribe, because you are not going to want to miss what happens next.